Oh, what's up, Tommy? How's it going? Just chilling for a little bit, so figured I would pop in here and hang out for a little bit. Getting pretty close to Christmas. We only got like another week and some change. Doing all right. It's good. It's good. Nice skateboard. Yep. Is this a tech deck? No, this is a enthusiast fingerboard. So this one's handmade by Caramel. So I recently did a video on fingerboarding, sort of exploring the hobby, and yeah, there's like a bunch of companies that make handmade 5-ply wooden fingerboards, and that's what this is. So yeah, comparatively, like, so I've got a tech deck here as well. Comparatively, like, the wooden one just like absolutely completely blows this one out of the water. Like, in terms of like ability to do tricks, like these have like bearings in the wheels and stuff. They have like foam tape. Yeah, it's I fell down the rabbit hole this past month, and it's fun. It's a very chill kind of like desk hobby. So I've been keeping it at my desk when I'm like editing, rendering, watching videos and stuff, just kind of messing around with it rather than grabbing my phone. What's up, Riley? This guy? I really want to get like smoother at it. Some people are like really smooth. Like they're very flowy, you know? And I feel very clunky. I would love to be like very smooth at it. Heard news that Netflix CEO said they will be keeping the theatrical business for movie releases while maintaining the WB deal. Do you think that's cap? I don't want Netflix anywhere near DC Comics or Lord of the Rings or any of the other properties under the WB umbrella. I'm also like, I'm trying to get out of the habit of going like rolling backwards when I do a trick. Like, you can kind of like scoot it back and then swing it forward, and you can get like more momentum, but it kind of looks jank. Managed to snag the win in the tourney I was talking about, 34 players and first to my province. That's sick. Emperor set, trophy, and winner branded deck box. That's sick, bro. If you like fingerboarding, have you considered getting into Magic cardistry? What is that? I'm assuming you're not talking about Magic the Gathering. I'd really like to learn how to do an impossible, but you have to somehow flip the board like almost like primo and then like wrap it around your finger. I've seen people do it, but I don't know how they do it, because like your finger's kind of in the way here, and you have to get it off the ground to like scoop it. Very awkward. Google cardistry? Any Beyblade updates right now? What do you mean? Like upcoming Beyblade content? Cardistry. Performance art of manipulating playing cards to create visually stunning displays through cuts, fan spins, and... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, okay. So I've seen stuff like this before. That could be interesting, actually. I actually go play. I play poker with my coworkers like every other Sunday. So it would be cool to show up and just like be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Bring the rail out, I guess. This is my nephew's rail. I feel like this mic's in the way. For products, there's not really anything that's been announced that's new as of late. The Drasil remake is getting a Hasbro release. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The latest Koro didn't really give us any new info. Oh, Beyblade products. I'm gonna be so Leon Fang, we're doing a video on tomorrow, and then all the December releases that are coming up. That's about the only stuff I haven't taken a look at. Have I heard of Expedition 33? I have. One of my coworkers played it and said he really liked it. I haven't played it, but it does look pretty cool. I don't know how people like flip into grinds. It's just like seems, especially like kick flips. Like how am I supposed to do that, bro? There's like a lot of dexterity that I don't have. Maybe it'd be easier with the box. Thoughts on the Game Awards? I didn't watch all of it. I caught some clips. I don't really have much to say. I don't really keep up with like modern gaming that much. I'll probably check out the new shooter that's coming out by the Apex team or whatever. It literally just looks like Apex, but with a medieval setting. It literally just looks like reskinned Apex. Well, I'll probably check that out. The new Tomb Raider game looks pretty cool. It looks, I guess it's a remake of the first one, which is like, what, the third remake now of the original game? Am I going to any Beyblade competition soon? So I am in the so there's a bit of drama actually. One of the local comic shops that hosts tournaments every week has been using a really outdated rule set. Basically, they're using like the weird Takara, like limited list that Takara did for like one event where they'd like did a point reduction for like using like Wizard Rod, 960 ball, Phoenix Wing, etc. And they're still using that, but like Shark Scale exists now, and Hover Wyvern exists now. So I was in their Discord. I was like, hey guys, maybe it's time to like update the rules, because this kind of doesn't make sense to use this anymore. Like, why is Phoenix Wing getting a 1 point penalty when Shark Scale exists? Doesn't make any sense. And so the guy like lost his crap, bro. Like was losing his mind. Threatened to ban me from the server. I'm like, bro, you are tripping hard, homie. Like all I said was, hey, nobody's using this. And then he's like, yes, they are. And so he Googled it and he sent the AI like little synopsis when you search. He sent that as proof. I'm like, okay, bro. One, that's AI. And two, Takara Tomy has never actively used that in events. They like did a test event with it, and that's it. And then WBO doesn't use it either. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why are we still using this? The guy clearly, he's like, well, WBO, you know, doesn't allow for launcher accessories, but we still allow those. I was like, actually, they do allow those. Yeah, I honestly don't think the guys read the rule set. And he's the one that's like hosting. So I renewed my organizer status on the WBO. I had to like retake the test for organizer. So I got that, but they have judges. The judge test paused, and I need ranked, or I need a judge in order to host ranked tournaments. So I'm waiting on that, and then I'm just gonna host my own at a different shop in town. But I could still like just travel back to like Atlanta and go to one of those tournaments or whatever. It's just like it's a huge time investment. Like it's like 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back, plus the tournament. It's like all day basically. Loser behavior. Actually, bro. Actually. Is there anything you like about physical media in terms of technology for picture and sound quality, or just convenience? I am not a like quality snob. Like I'll watch something of like 480p. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Like I don't watch anything in like 4K. I still watch everything in 1080p. All my videos are still in 1080p. Yeah, as long as it's like, as long as I can tell what's going on, I don't care, bro. I mean, I grew up with VHS. Like, I don't even have a Blu-ray player, actually. I should get one, I guess. I need to move my mic here, because this thing is, like, kind of in the way of what I'm trying to do. Stream in 720p. Oh, well, this camera, too. Actually, the webcam I'm using right now is... Hold on. Yeah, this thing's 720p. This camera is, like, at least 10 years old. I really need to get a new webcam. Province doesn't have a scene at all. It was really nice to foster the community by hosting folks at my place until it bit the bullet and rented out a Lions Club for the day. It's 100% worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I need to just host my own. Dude's like off his rocker, bro. And it's like a comic shop I've been going to since I was a kid. I don't know who the guy is. I don't think I ever met him prior to the Beyblade stuff. I used to go for Yu-Gi-Oh! But the guy like clearly has like, I don't know, some kind of weird, I don't know, authority power trip thing happening. Like, he took it so personally. I'm like, bro, I'm just like, I would like to make videos. I can't make videos on tournaments that are like using this weird, outdated rule set. I don't want to have to explain that. Oh yeah, well, we're doing a tournament at this shop, but they're playing with year-and-a-half-old rule set that was like for a test event. Makes no sense. Was a tech nerd when I was a kid. Was a tech nerd when I was a kid. I used to go ballistic with Dolby technology for picture and sound quality. Begged my parents to go to the cinema in the branded format. There's very few movie theaters that I've been to where I'm like, yeah, this sucked. Although both the movie theaters in my town are like were basically built around when I moved here, so they're not super old. Was just happy when the VHS would play without me having to rewind it as a kid. I regret buying the Switch too, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm not mad, bro. It was definitely outside of my budget. And I just didn't see anything coming out on the system that I was like, I need to buy this. Bell, what, bro? What do you want? My cat's just screaming at me. What, bro? What do you want? Right about Switch 2 and Legends EA. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think I'm at the point where, like, I don't know. The idea that I would, like, not keep up with Pokemon was inconceivable to me. I was like, no, I mean, it's Pokemon. I gotta keep up with Pokemon. But now I'm like, I don't really care, bro. Like, cut it off at the 3DS and, like, I'm good. Like, Gen 5 servers are still up. You can play Gen 5 online. You can play Gen 4 online. Although Gen 4, you need, like, an open Wi-Fi connection. But Gen 5 was DSi enhanced, so you can play those on modern networks, which is cool. And then Pretendo's bringing back the Pokemon 3DS servers. So I'm like, what? If I can still trade online, I can still battle online on the generations that I like. What? Like, why keep playing the generations that I don't like? Because I really just don't like post 3DS Pokemon games. I think they've just gotten, like, progressively worse. I'm going to be doing a video on a repro, Pokemon Emerald repro cart whenever it comes in. So I found a repro cart that is, like, complete in box. So it comes with a box, comes with a manual, comes with a cartridge, and the new cartridges have real-time clocks, and apparently they also have compatibility with the other games. So previously, like, repro cartridges would not have connectivity with, like, the GameCube games or the DS, like the transfer feature for the DS. They wouldn't recognize the cartridge for, like, Gen 4. Apparently that's fixed now. So yeah, we'll be taking a look at that. As my main thing with repro cartridges was reliability, so, like, the save file corrupting and not being compatible with, like, transfer. Because if I'm going to play, like, Gen 3, I want to be able to transfer up to DS. I don't care about transferring all the way up to, like, home and all that crap, but if I can, like, bring it up to, like, Gen 4, Gen 5, and then the 3DS games, then I'm cool. But yeah, I'll be testing that out because it's like, you know, it's like $40 for basically a complete in-box repro of the Gen 3 games. And if they're reliable and they function properly, like that's crazy, dude. I am not a purist when it comes to Pokemon games. If they put out a repro cartridge that's as good as the originals and they don't corrupt, I'll buy a repro. I ain't spending $300 on Pokemon Emerald. You're out of your mind. I have a Japanese copy. I do have a Japanese copy, because that was like $30. But $300 for Pokemon Emerald? Nope, you're out of your mind. And I don't trust Nintendo to like. I expect they'll bring back on Virtual Console like Gen 3 or something at some point, but it'll probably be some stupid subscription service where you have to pay every month to keep accessing the games. I would bet money. I would bet money they figure out some way to perpetually monetize you being able to play the older games. Went back and played Pokemon Crystal after beating ZA, and bro, Crystal made me remember how good Pokemon games used to be. Bro, the older games are so lit, dude. I've been playing through Gen 4 for like the past year. I'm 100 hours into Pearl, and I'm just now at the Elite Four. And it's been so fun, dude. And Gen 4 isn't even my favorite. Like, I'm more excited to go to, like, Soul Silver and Gen 5. But there's just, like, there's so much to do in the game. And it's, like, I don't know. You can tell that, like, the older games, they were, like, still actively invested in trying to make good games, especially Gen 5. Gen 5, to me, Gen 5, actually, so Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and then Gen 5, Black and White 2, I think are the peak. Soul Silver and Heart Gold have so much content and so much, like, stuff packed into the game. And then same thing with Gen 5. There is so much to do in Gen 5. It's ridiculous. Black and White 2 specifically, like, there's so much content. Like, back when I was, like, heated about ZA, I was, like, posting on Twitter about, like, the time to complete. And, like, Pokemon Red, I think it was Pokemon Red, takes longer to complete than ZA. I'm like, how does a game that's less than a megabyte have more content than ZA? Wild. I can make a paper skateboard. I have not made any custom stuff. I would love to make a fingerboard. I feel like that'd be fun. Bum, bum, bum. I gotta, let's see. If I pull that up and rotate that. Yeah, that's a little better. Oh, bro, I'm so sore. Like, overextended my shoulder the other day. Rough. I have a few videos that I want to do on the channel that are like non-Beyblade related. I really want to expand my content. Like, the Beyblade stuff isn't going anywhere, but I just want to talk about other stuff too. So, you got a skateboard? Bro, I made a video on these last week. It's on the channel. Thoughts on ChatGPT? Do you use it? Just asking. I have used it for technical questions, to like double check things for like code, and like optimizing things, but that's about it. I think the fingerboarding stuff, I think I'm going to do basically what I said in the video, and just like once a month I'll probably do an update just sort of talking about the fingerboard stuff. I don't want to oversaturate my channel with other content. Like I want to talk about a variety of things, but I don't want to like all of a sudden be posting like, you know, freaking 8 fingerboard videos a month. So I'm gonna do like one a month, I think, for the fingerboard stuff, and just do sort of like a progress update and like talk about like the different products and stuff. If I obtain any. So one guy did reach out to me after seeing that video that has a grip tape company called G Sheets, and so he was like, "Bro, I want to send you some stuff," and so he's gonna send me some grip tape and some bushings, and I think a couple other things. So that'll be pretty cool to take a look at. I feel like nose manuals are really hard to get into. I need to get a ledge too. I don't like this box. One, I think it's too small, and two, I don't like how hollow it is. It's very tinny sounding. Wish more people would react to your streams, even though you're not that popular. You're underrated, but most logical internet person there is right now. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, these streams aren't really like, I don't do these to like get a ton of views. It's just to kind of chill. You know, whoever pops up, pops up. ZA's content was just genuinely boring and repetitive. After the halfway point, I wanted to be done and never booted again. Yeah, I mean, I didn't play it. One of my coworkers got it, and he was sort of showing me around the world and sort of the gameplay loop. And I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it, and like the first thing that came to my mind was like, this feels like a free to play game. Like, it doesn't feel like a full price game. It feels like it should be like, oh yeah, here's a free to play Pokemon game. Like, I'll probably play Champions. I'll probably play Pokemon Champions. Because that's just like PvP. But I don't know. I've really been enjoying playing the older games. Like, I genuinely don't think I'm missing anything by not playing ZA. I just really just don't care, bro. There's like, you know, a couple decades worth of other games that I can play. Like, I could play Gen 1, Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, how many more? Sun and Moon is 7, right? Is that Gen 7? I think it is. Yeah. What online games do you play? I don't play that many. I've really been trying to, like, move back into single-player games just for my own sanity. Like, I feel like we're all chronically online a little too much as it is, so I've been trying to disconnect. But I do play, with my brother, I'll play, like, DayZ, Minecraft, Apex, Sea of Thieves, stuff like that. But I mostly play handheld games these days. Like, I play my 3DS, my DS, and my PS Vita more than anything else. My Switch isn't even plugged in. It's in a drawer under my TV. It's not even connected. It hasn't been for like a year, actually. I modded my 3DS earlier this year. I put every Pokemon game. Yeah, bro. The 3DS is like so versatile. And like I said, with it being modded, Pretendo is going to be bringing back the Pokemon servers. They're in like a closed beta for the Pokemon for X and Y right now. So I think that'll be the first one to have its servers brought back up. But as soon as that happens, like, bro, forget all the other modern games. If I can Wonder Trade and battle online, I'm so good. I'm so good with that. And then Gen 5, I was messing around online with that the other day too, and like GTS still works on that. You can still find Pokemons. You can watch battle replays of people who are still playing Gen 5 PvP, which is so cool. Yeah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm really interested in going through Gen 3 as well. If the cartridges, if those repro cartridges are good, I'll probably grab Ruby and Sapphire as well. I really want to play through Emerald's post game, like the Battle Frontier and everything. I think that'll be cool. I rotate my consoles. I have so many at this point. Honestly, I don't have that many. I have a Super Famicom. I have a Sega Saturn, PS2, and a bunch of handhelds, DS, 3DS, and PS Vita, and that's pretty much it. And my Switch, which isn't even plugged in. My Sega Saturn's plugged in, but my Switch isn't. Oh, Riley, yo. God, I didn't even realize. Okay, Riley does Pokemon content. They've been playing through Gen 3 on their channel, doing like Battle Frontier stuff. Gen 3 battles on Coliseum using Dolphin Emulator and Parsec. Ooh, that's sick. I was on a Battle Revolution kick for like a week because I wanted Surfing Pikachu before I found out that like you have to remove the surfing move if you want to transfer it up, which is super lame. But apparently Battle Revolution also has like servers up for that or whatever, so you can play that online, which is pretty dope. The game's infuriating though. I was using a rental team, and the rental team I picked ended up basically being hard locked. One of the battles is it's just impossible. I think I played it like a dozen times, and there's no way, bro. I'm like, this is the RNG that you would need in order to win this battle is absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm very interested in checking out these Gen 3 repro cartridges. I really hope that that the chipset on the board is solid. The main thing is save file corruption. I've had one repro cart before, and the save just kept corrupting. But I mean, this one, supposedly these ones are a lot better, more reliable, and they have compatibility with the DS transfer and like the GBA adapter stuff on GameCube, which is crazy. So I don't know. We'll do a video on it for sure. What kind of rock music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of emo music from the early 2000s. As far as rock music goes. How do I feel about Pokemon Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum? I like all of those early Pokemon like 3D Pokemon games. They're fun. I did not see the My Hero series finale. Can I get that board to 88 miles per hour? Maybe if I try really hard. I left Pokemon at the start of Sun and Moon. Used to be really into the TCG, but Power Creep hit hard. Yeah, Sun and Moon kind of lost me too. I've tried to play through Sun and Moon a couple times, and I can never get more than an hour into it because I just don't like it. I want to like it. I just don't. Buddy got a repro Soul Silver, and we were able to transfer his Mons up to Switch without issue. I didn't know the DS games were getting more reliable. But I do have an R4 cart. Which I trust more than DS repro carts. But you can also just load basically all of the DS games onto 3DS. And those will run fine as well. But the R4 cartridge is handy because you can transfer from the R4 cartridge to, like... As long as you have one real, like, Gen 5 cartridge, you can transfer, like, basically all the way up. It's mostly the GBA games that are just like ridiculous, bro. Crystal 2 is expensive. But you can get a Crystal Repro as well. But yeah, Gen 3 is just like stupid expensive. Tutorial of Sun and Moon is painful, but it's solid after you get past it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I really want to spend time on the Gen 5 World Tournament. I think that was like one of the coolest like post-game things they've done. Especially since you can like challenge like the world champions at the time, like Wolf Glick. You could play against Wolf Glick's team in the World Tournament as like DLC. It's such a cool addition. They don't do cool stuff like that anymore, bro. Kind of off topic, but I'm going to scan and publicly upload a ton of MFB Ensky stickers I have. Stack is a good 3 inches tall. If you happen to have any, I'd love to scan any of the MFB stickers. I do have a few. I don't have a ton. What's my favorite Pokemon type? I don't know. That's really hard. I have a Pokemon look that I like. I think more than type necessarily. So as a kid, like my favorite Pokemon were like Sandslash, Cubone, Jolteon, and they all have sort of a similar aesthetic. And then Meowth. I always liked Meowth, but that's just because I like cats. What's up, Ishwav? Ribbon Master, Sneasel, ShinyHoney.Coliseum, and transfer process. Take on each game was a dream come true. Only gripe Gen 5 has 0 ribbons. Yeah, that's kind of lame. They do have the medals, which is kind of cool, but it would have been nice if they had ribbons. I'm not sure why they opted to not go with the ribbon thing. It's kind of weird. Everyone's favorite Pokemon? It's hard to pick a favorite, man. Meowth is up there for me. Meowth, Sandslash, Cubone, Absol. Trying to think. Zangoose. Zangoose is up there. Everybody likes Lugia. Lugia's up there for sure. Oh, Eradicate. Eradicate's definitely up there too. I have a didn't used to be, but it was the first shiny I ever found in Gen 2, and I killed it on accident. And so I've had an affinity for Eradicate ever since then. It's so sad, bro. Expect you to say Charizard. I don't think Charizard's overrated. Charizard's cool. It's not my favorite, though. The blue goose. Yeah, bro. Shiny Zangoose is so cool looking. Shiny Pokemon Trauma. Yeah, I think that's the only one that I've ever killed. I didn't expect to do so much damage, and it just the health bar just kept going. I was like, no. What trick am I working on? I'm just trying to get like smoother. I'm trying to get quicker, more dexterity. The next trick I want to learn isn't impossible, but I can't figure it out. Like, it's weird. Like, I know I have to pop it and like wrap it. I've seen people do it two ways. I've seen people pop it straight up and then just wrap it around their finger like that. And then I've seen people do a more realistic one where they sort of like pop it to the side and then it wraps around, which like looks more realistic. But I don't like how, bro. How? Favorite evolution? Favorite evolution. Probably, it's probably still Jolteon, to be honest. There's a lot of, like, types that we still haven't gotten for EVs. Like, there's still a bunch of stuff they could do. Glaceon looks cool, too, actually. Have I played the electric guitar? Yeah, I have a couple electric guitars. Have I been watching Stranger Things? I started the most recent season, and I just couldn't. I lost interest at, like, episode 3. I was like, what is this show even about, bro? It's been 5 seasons, and, like, nothing is... Like, what is even happening? And, like, you can kind of look past bad acting when they're, like, kids, but a lot of them just didn't grow up to be good actors. So, like, some of it's just, like... It's just hard to watch. Wonder how Tony Hawk can make his legendary skateboard moves with his fingers on a small skateboard like yours. I feel like Tony Hawk's would probably be easier to do. Because he did like mostly vert. He didn't really do street skating. Although like some of it, like you can't. Like, you know, how are you going to do a 900 with your hand? You can't like, you can't rotate it around. Like you could do a 180, but you can't, yeah, good luck. Do you blame Netflix for bad actors? No, I mean, there's no way to predict if a kid is going to grow up to be a good actor as an adult. Have I seen Devilman? I have not. I haven't even heard of that. Watching the X anime for the first time at the moment. Love the MFB anime on a rewatch, but never watched Burst. Is it worth going back to? Some people really like the Burst anime. I think like the first 2 or 3 seasons are probably the ones that people like the most. If you like the X anime, you'll probably like the Burst anime. Especially the first season. The first season of Burst is very much in line with Beyblade X. I would argue it's probably better than the Beyblade X anime, actually. And I don't even particularly like Burst. But Burst started to kind of lose the plot after, the third season, I feel like. Or at least that seems to be the consensus. Thoughts on AI and streaming as a concept compared to what they are today? I don't know. What do you mean? Like, how does AI factor into streaming? What's that, Melissa? I did see, yeah, I saw Drasil S is coming for Hasbro. It's pretty cool. I really wish Hasbro would do, like, some exclusive recolors, like, I don't know, something interesting that isn't stuff that we've already gotten from Takara. I feel like there's not a lot of exclusives, and most of the exclusives that Hasbro gets is like bad. Like Hover Wyvern is like the exception. For Seal Sweep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think AI probably has its place in something. I don't know what. Proofreading, maybe? Like if you're writing a novel, and I don't know, maybe that could be beneficial so you don't have to read through the whole thing. I don't like AI as a creative tool, though. Especially not, like, monetizing. Like, I don't think monetizing AI is a good idea from a creative perspective. I get using it for, like, if you're trying to, like, brainstorm or something, but if you're just, like, generating AI art and then, like, trying to run a business off it, that's probably not a great idea. Or using it in place of artists. Like if you're a company, like Coca-Cola last year for their Christmas ad, it was like AI generated, and I was like, this is bad form, bro. Like there's no reason to do that other than to save money. Like they just didn't want to invest the money in like hiring animators or something, like, and it looked jank too. We got the worst color of Hover Wyvern. Yeah, we really did, bro. Japan gets all the good stuff. Still no grips from Hasbro. True. How's my day going? It's going all right. Not bad. AI has a lot of benefits in the medical field. Yeah, true. Medical field for sure. Like AI robot surgeons, whatever, like medication development and cancer research and all, like stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Like that I can totally get behind. Did you see the behind the scenes video they did? I did not. Yo, $200 for shipping? What did you buy? Did you buy like stadiums or something? Why is the shipping so expensive? Went full metal to win the tourney I mentioned earlier. Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. 360 low rush. 960 kick. Yeah. It's crazy how like Wizard Rod has completely shifted its usage from ball to Hexa. I feel like I don't even see Wizard Rod on ball much anymore. Have people been using Clock Mirage? Or is it just too risky? My expectation was it's a good stamina type, but if people are already not using Wizard Rod on ball because of the risk, why would they use Clock Mirage? No stadiums, mostly small things. Few new box super deck set are their biggest things. Huh. That's crazy, bro. That's so expensive. Wild. I used to use Bai a lot. Like for a while I had a Bai sponsor, so that was pretty dope. I was able to get free shipping coupons and stuff, and they would send me like an allotted amount to be able to just buy stuff, and so that was pretty sick. I used it a lot when I was getting back into collecting, just to fill out my plastic gen collection and metal fight and stuff. But yeah, shipping right now and import fees and stuff are kind of crazy. Of the 34 players, there were only 2 clocks. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. When I go to a tournament, I'll run clock. Manuals are kind of hard to get into. Especially nose manuals. Bro, it's so hard to get to keep the thing straight. I don't want this finger on there. A lot of people curve their fingers, but it feels awkward. I don't like it. Oh yeah, I saw Amazon did some AI auto dubbing thing or whatever. It was so bad. I'm like, this is this is terrible, bro. How's X's power creep in your opinion? Really good. I mean, we're 3 years in, and it's stayed pretty balanced. So far, yeah. So far it's been solid. Better than Burst. In terms of power creep, for sure. Do you think Hasbro releases Dragoon S, the release has a regular starter bay with a left spin proto launcher or with a left spin Wanderer launcher? So they've already announced the Dragoon S Hasbro release. And it'll probably be a proto launcher. I think the box is too small for a left, like a full size launcher. Since Burst anime is better than X, what are your favorite parts of the Beyblade Burst Season 3? I couldn't tell you. Was able to get Phoenix Wing, Cobalt, Dragoon set for 25 together in a stadium because of sales. Super excited to finally try X. Oh, nice, nice. So you haven't tried it yet. That's crazy. Well, it's a good time because like stuff is way more accessible, way easier to find in stores and stuff now. Yeah, Phoenix Wing and Cobalt Dragoon are both solid. Bro, I wonder how long it's going to take to get through Pokemon Emerald. I'm 100 hours into Pearl, and I'm just now at the Elite Four. The only reason I haven't beat the Elite Four yet, actually, I had started to go. Because you have to, like, cross the sea to get to, like, the Elite Four. And I forgot to pick up the stupid waterfall HM from the chick on the beach. And so I got all the way there, and then I didn't have the stupid HM, so I had to go all the way back. And now I have to go all the way back to the Elite Four again. I'm like, bro, why? Why is... Is it really necessary? They really need to add another HM just for the, like, the Elite Four? Yeah, the prices for the Drawn Buster recolors are pretty crazy. I wanted a couple of those recolors myself, but I haven't got them because they're just like they're expensive, and I know I'm not going to use them, so it's just like I would just be buying it for the collection. So worth it to take your time, man. Such a blast. Yeah, I want to do... I would like to shiny hunt the starters, but, like, I know, like, Emerald has a weird... Some kind of weird thing with, like, the RNG. It's, like, tied to the clock or something, and it, like, doesn't reset. So, like, if you're shiny hunting starters, you have to, like... change a... like, wait a certain amount of time. I don't know. It's confusing, bro. You can't just like soft reset. You have to like soft reset plus a step to like wait a certain amount of time to like advance the clock or whatever, so it's not like the same seed. I'm like, brother, is it the same way? Is it like that for Ruby and Sapphire as well, or is it just Emerald that's like that? Starters aren't bad. Do 50 checks, make a new save, rinse and repeat. Okay, okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could do that. Aero Pegasus looks so fun and cool, but it's so pricey. Yeah, Aero Pegasus is just... it's just crazy, bro. It's ridiculous. The price for Aero Pegasus is actually insane. just Emerald. That's wild. I'm surprised they never, like, patched it. Like, did, like, a quiet patch or something with, like... Huh. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, because, like, you're not really supposed to know the mechanics behind the game anyway. Got a shiny Mudkip less than a week ago in Sapphire. Nice. That's crazy luck. I've done 2 shiny hunts on Pearl, and they have been absolutely excruciatingly long on both of them. Shiny Ghastly took me months. And then I did a shiny Palkia, and that also took me an exponentially. Like, so like the 100 hours that I have on the clock is mostly shiny hunting for those 2 Pokemon. And that's like a lot of that is like, especially with Ghastly, like I didn't save most of the time. It was just random encounters. So like there's probably another 100 hours at least on the clock that I just like isn't registered because I just didn't save. Same thing with Palkia because it's all soft resetting. Arrow recolor's coming soon, but not sure. Yeah, everybody was expecting it to drop in December, and the rare Baguette. It's the red one. But we haven't heard any updated news yet, so I don't know. Did shiny Rayquaza on one of the games that drained my energy? Yeah, bro. But the dopamine hit when you finally get it, it's crazy. Shiny Goose took me 13 months and 91,000 encounters. Wait, did you phase on it? Surely you phased on it. 91,000 encounters. How many shinies did you encounter? You emulating or playing on actual hardware? I'll be playing on actual hardware. I'm not against emulation, but it does make sort of like transferring things easier. Like you can still do it on emulation. Like you could play Emerald on emulator, and then you could use a transfer feature on like the DS emulator to bring it into Gen 4. And then load Gen 4 onto R4 cartridge or 3DS, the save file, and then transfer that to a real cartridge. Or you could just play on an actual hardware. Too many SD cards involved. And save files emulating. Although you probably less risk losing your save file playing on emulator. Yes, I am faceless tonight. Too many steps. 13 phases. That's crazy. That's pretty good though, right? 13 phases, 13 shinies in well, yeah, that's not bad. 91,000 encounters. I don't think I've ever found a shiny in a Gen 3 game. I found a shiny in Gen 2, Gen 4, Gen 5. But I've never found one in Gen 3, I don't think. Never caught a natural shiny. My first like natural shiny, my first random encounter shiny was a Lunatone. Is that what it's called in Gen 5? Lunatone. Yeah, it was a Lunatone in Gen 5. It's like the most anticlimactic first shiny. Like it's just a moon, bro. And it's like its eye is just a different color. I was like, this is lame. I ended up trading it to my friend for a different shiny. He's like, I'll take it. I'll give you. I'm like, please, bro. This thing's dumb. 50% Swablu, 25% Nuzleaf, 25% Zangoose. It hurt after the seventh Swablu. I'm interested to try. I've never tried Safari shiny hunting. I don't know if I could handle it. I actually I feel like it would break me. But I guess it is a flex. Like to have them in a Safari Ball is like, although the Safari Ball is not my favorite Pokeball. If I liked the aesthetic of it more, I'll probably try it eventually. I think my favorite's probably the Premier Ball. I just like the all white with the red. Just looks so clean. Ran into a single shiny. Have you heard about the new Mega Man game? I did. Yeah, I would have been more excited if it was like Mega Man Legends. Like, I don't know. I'm more excited for the Mega Man Star Force collection. What's your favorite Netflix series before giving up on the platform? I don't even know. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of the Netflix series that I have gotten into, I've ended up losing interest in as the series has like gone on. A fan of Star Force? Yeah, Star Force is dope. I'm not sure if you saw the video, but I can spoil the results if you want. Did you catch it? Pokemon Game Corner was fun. Less predatory than 99% of mobile games in Triple. Yeah, it's kind of ironic that they would take out the Game Corner, but then like they're like, oh yeah, pay $100 for ZA. Don't forget the DLC. I'm like, oh yeah, we're all about preaching good spending practices at Game Freak. No thanks, bro. I'll keep my Japanese copy of Soul Silver and my Game Corner. Saw the leak for the 4th game that was scrapped. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. It seemed like a cool idea. Shiny Mareep and Emerald. Not only did I catch it, but it was a Modest Nature. I had gotten Pokerus. That's crazy, bro. At least you got it though. I mean, for your first Safari hunt, it would have been tragic if like you only found one and then you just didn't catch it. ZX Advent left a cliffhanger that's still waiting. Yeah, ZX. I liked ZX when it came out. I actually liked ZX more than the Zero games. I don't know if I would still say that. I haven't replayed the games in forever, but All right, guys. It has been about an hour. I think I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna go chill, make some hot chocolate. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. We might stream again tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so we'll be doing Leon Fang video tomorrow for sure. Need to get that out. Maybe we'll do a stream too at some point. Inazuma 11. I have the games downloaded. I haven't played them though, but they look interesting. I do really like level 5, so I will eventually play them. But